And after that DreamHack Montreal, every single one of you, I know who was watching and who was not. I know where
he knows.
So thank you for coming back. But we'll see which map we play on, because it's best of 1, not a best of 3, not a tournament, right?
No, I don't think this is
not
a best
an
of 3.
offline.
Did we change things since I was gone?
It's been a couple months.
Production confirmed. No, we did not. So it's still a best of 1. So we'll play one map, and as we go through the bans, of course, you have your auto banned, and then straight out we have Sisu banning first, Giants banning second, and we've got Coastline and Cafe. Cafe gone, which means it's Coastline.
It's EU. You're expecting one or the other, right? Clubhouse and Villa, for those that don't really know the system, how it works, is that since both teams or one of these teams played one of those maps in the previous playday, playday number 7, that map is automatically banned for the playday afterwards, which means that there's always a healthy rotation of the maps, unless everybody played the same map, which is what happened in the first playday. Yet we still had quite a decent chunk of fun because it was Cafe Dostoevsky's first appearance in Pro League. It's always good.
It's basically like the round rotation that you have in game. If you play that and you win it, then you you can't go there again. But more just playing it in general. Yeah.
Site rotation, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. But it's it's good that we're going to go to Coastline to begin things, because I feel like this is a good testing ground for new players, and that there's a lot just of winning gunfights is really high importance. What do you guys think? Who's going to win? Why don't you just go ahead and inform us of the result of this match?
Usually, I don't know how. Ooh.
Is anybody surprised?
No, actually. But I don't know what the percentage of W's is for all the voters at home. Because you can vote on these on Twitter, by the way.
I wonder if anyone's keeping track of that.
I'm sure somebody's keeping track of that.
I hope so.
Bartek, do you hear me?
Keeping track of the community results, victory percentage, I guess.
Yeah.
Whenever they get it right.
Just to see who's more right than the usual.
I don't know. I'd say that this is a really safe bet here. 75% in favor of the Giants.
That's right.
You can't really argue with that. 16 points versus 1. And the only reason why I would personally not choose to vote in this poll is because we don't know what this new Sisu lineup is like. We just don't know. They're untested. As it stands, they're untested. So Giants, great first half. Very comfortable. Sisu, we're finding out right now.
The big question for Giants is, are they going to continue that way? Because they have teams hot on their heels here with Vitality and Na'Vi at 13 and 12 points each. So you mess around for a couple of play days and you find yourself on the back foot very quickly. Dokebi to be the first operator removed by Sisu, an operator that actually works very well for Giants, who's seen
Aces.
You've seen Aces just insane on it, and there you go.
Even Aces knows he got counterbanned there by the Dokebi. Dropping the F in chat, and rightfully so.
Aces, for people that don't know, Aces actually cosplays as Dokebi when not playing.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen that.
You should. They're wonderful pictures.
Okay.
Maybe they're just private, but that's for the Patreon.
Clash is banned as well as Mira, which means we're going to have a Habana. Oh, wait, sorry. We're going to have, Habana, but that's not what I was trying to get at. An Echo and a Maestro.
There you go.
I nailed it. They're both going to be available, and that's really important because they offer a lot of information. But on a map like Coastline, I would say less relevant than some others. If we were on, for example, Bank, I would say Maestro and Echo both being unbanned, huge. You might even see both of them played frequently, but on this map, less so. You're probably going to see one or another, depending on the operator selection brought out by the attackers. For example, right now we have an IQ, which means Maestro, much more sensible. Valkyrie also going to be brought instead of the Pulse. Great call there by Chate. Valkyrie is one of the premier information operators, especially on Coastline.
Yeah, you have so much open space that you can use to your advantage. And, if you're going to flank around the map, obviously this combos very well with the Mozzie that UNS is playing on right now. Mozzie usually, what he does as an operator is capture at least one drone during the round, which is huge. On a professional level, one small tiny bit of information will change the scales, tip the scales completely in the round. So this is why the operator is just so huge when it comes to competitive play and why everybody really applauds having him. Sometimes you'll see him banned. I would expect that to be the case against Team Empire, but just offers so much for you on the defense.
Speaking of operators that offer a lot, while Aces was banned off the Dokebi, he is going to be able to bring that Nomad. And That is going to really slow down any potential runouts or, aggression from Sisu. So that's a really good pick there from Giants. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Sisu is spelled G-I-F-U, so that's what we're pronouncing right now. Yono's going to get the leadoff kill onto Rise, so the first pick going in Sisu's favor. That's a really impressive one right there at the front door. Mostly going to lay that at the feet of Giants. They didn't drone, I suppose, in the main lobby, but they decided to push in without information, and that's going to cost them.
Yeah, now Hicks jumps on in, and I assume Yunus got the pick off of the window, possibly. Oh, he'll be spotted, but Hicks, tries to recover, but it's shot to find the kill on Corey. Okay, just still playing the window for himself. And now you're going to try to push solo. You need info from your teammate. Oh, Hicks is just walking right on in. And the P10 Roni is trying to save him here, but no. Yunus will go down, and finally Giants are going to find a kill, but it's the IQ and the Ash now lost to not super important operators, I guess, for this assault, given the fact that you don't have the Echo to deal with, but still, this is a lot of manpower lost to Leon.
Yeah, this is a really interesting strategy as well being brought out by the Giants. They're trying to clear downstairs before anything else, and it's cost them 2 men now and a lot of time. So, yes, they got the kill, as you said, and that's decent recovery, but they're going to need to get this other one as well if they want to have a full comeback, and that's going to be a good dodge there by whomever that was by the cocktail bar. Giants Gaming still in this, sure, but they're going to have to really put the pedal to the metal as they're getting into the last minute of this round. And Droney coming out. We know there's somebody in Aqua, and Aces will take down the new player of Move. Beautiful shot there. Boonsy, though, the refrag inside of Aqua. That's good positioning from the Maestro. Alfalma looking to drop. Where is Hicks? Still downstairs. And in a 2 versus 3, a minute is definitely not the worst amount of time. You can make something happen as an attacker, but without Aqua control, it's going to be difficult. Alfalma can't be supported from the balcony, and that's going to allow Boonsy to get another kill inside of Luggage Hall, leaving just Hicks in a 1 versus 3.
There's a Nomad trap just put here on the staircase, but Hicks is going to have to walk on up through blue, already fire into him from the MPX, but Hicks is going to find the kill and destroy the C4. Survive, but for how long? Is it half HP against Boonsy? And see the Jaeger up close against him. Hicks fires in, left at 25. The diffuser's on the opposite end of the map. There's one trap that goes off. Try to fire in. He spots the head, but no. Will be lost. That's the buck down as Yoniter. We'll find it. Movataho, very good positioning upstairs inside of Aqua. It's very difficult to push a Maestro out of that. You're not going to be able to lock him out with so many rounds in that magazine. You're just going to hold it down. Easy.
I want to highlight something there from Hicks. We saw him use the skeleton key to get a kill on the Cool Vibes or Blue Stairs. And I just want to point out that if you haven't noticed, people playing Buck a lot more lately, and what they're using on Buck is more often than not, within a decent distance, they're using the skeleton key.
Yeah.
The skeleton key, for whatever, it's just more powerful now, or it's been perceived as more powerful, and more pros are using it because they're like, oh wow, we can really kill people with this. It might have been a shadow buff. It might have been just people deciding to lean into it, being like, wow, look at this discovery. And now whenever you see a Buck, if he's even remotely close to an enemy, he's got that skeleton key out. That's what you saw there on the Blue Stairs. And it's really lethal. If you haven't yet, give it a try. Yeah. Run into rank, play some Buck, whip out the skeleton key, and just you mow people down, I'm telling you.
It's the rapid fire of the shotgun, the skeleton key. It just fires so fast, put out so much damage so quickly. It's so difficult to deal with it. You just die. And more often than not, when you pull it out, you know that you're very close or the other guy's low HP.
It's a really good gun. So, yeah, you've got options when you're playing as a Buck. So, moving into round 2. Now, I said it was impressive that they got the leadoff pick, and it was for me it was impressive because Giants, making a few trips over themselves there in that round. Not enough droning, that's for sure. But winning the round outright, that's even more so. So good job to Sisu. Really does suggest that we're going to have a pretty close match here, or hopefully.
Hopefully the case. Now this time Giants will put Aces on the Jackal, so they realize that the big problem for them in the previous round here, Giants, is that Sisu were kind of more spread out. You want to deal with that. You really want to give Rise more flexibility on his assault. You bring the Jackal, you scan your opponents out, and oh, what a shot! Jonas! Oh my, what is that with a P10 Rooney from downtown?
Okay, you know what I'm seeing here, Ghassan? I'm seeing a lot of no droning from Giants. Yet again, Rise entering the building solo. You saw he was pre-aiming angles because he didn't have info on those angles, and then he loses the fight like he did the first time. The lack of droning here from Giants is really perplexing, and they're going to let the Mozzie get away. And yet again, Chate will get the second kill of the round after Jonas gets the first. So already, 2 rounds in a row, we've got a 2-man advantage for Sisu.
Mirror of the previous round, it's both the Ash and the IQ taken away. With Chate low HP, he's still alive, still has that Nitro cell in hand. You hear one bit of utility exploding in the back. I'm not sure if that was Alphama using... That was a grenade? No. Possibly Alphama using one of his Skyros. But Higgs is going to keep on using his Skeleton Crew for as long as possible here and open up more angles for his teammates. There's, of course, the ITA that can be used, but you're kind of run out of time at some point. Oh, what a shot! Chate! The man is just absolutely on fire, and he finds Higgs's head through the floorboard.
This is definitely a different Sisu, but also Giants feeling a little bit lackluster as there's another for Chate. He's got 3 now, and Ace is the last one alive. It might be a 4K. Beautiful shot there from Aces, but he hits the Legion trap on the way back up. So you're going to have to pull that out, but he's wary of a rush. Rightfully so, as that could come out at any moment. Chate is on low HP, so the odds of a 4K here, low. But it could happen, that's for sure. Aces scouting out Courtyard before he makes his drop. More holes being opened up here by Sisu because they just want to know what's happening. They want to know where Aces is going to go. He's going to rotate over to the main lobby. He'll see one barrel. Go for the pre-fire, but miss it, and Jaeger will not miss his. Yonitor, final kill of that round, and this Sisu looks completely different than what we saw in the first half.
They're just on fire. They look like they're communicating.
Yeah. And you know what? Giants are playing like they expect Sisu not to be holding defaults, man.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, no, Sisu, they don't hold on.
He's standing up in Aqua.
Yeah, I know. And he's looking toward, he's just staring at luggage because why? They don't have information on luggage, so he's holding his defaults. Yeah. He's holding the checklist. He knows that, okay, someone could push me from luggage. Someone pushes him from luggage. Jonas gets a kill. Giants can solve that problem by somebody droning for Rise. There's not much else.
Expert.
There's not much else to say. I mean, it's a really simple solution, right?
Well, maybe that'll be changed. Maybe Jonas is actually able to capture some of those drones as well. It's something that we don't always get to see. It's difficult to spot, but maybe his positioning as well with the spiders is kind of helping him out on the Mozzie.
I always like to say that the power of Mozzie is his denial of drones. Like you just can't drone some things sometimes if there's a Mozzie there. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why Rise hasn't been getting someone droning for him, but it doesn't even look like Giants are trying. Like I'm looking for the drones when I'm seeing them, execute around Rise. They're just not even there. They're not giving it the effort. There were some drones late. That's the funny thing. Late after Rise died, then we see droning from Aqua Balcony.
Like too late.
Yeah.
It's a Logar. It's not how it's supposed to be.
No. Well, we're kitchen now. It was a billiards and double bar defense successful for Sisu, and now we go to kitchen. A lot of people see kitchen as like the secondary, primary, or tertiary if you really, really, really have to get to that third. It might be a full cycle here from Sisu, though. They're getting close. I mean, they only need one more round to get 3 in a row.
Yeah, they might be playing Penthouse. Who knows? With the Mira being banned and the Clash as well, I would doubt that, I guess. But
no, it's probably not going to be. I imagine not. They'll probably go back to billiards after this one.
It would make sense, right?
Yeah.
And they played it so well. It really is up to Giants to fix their problem because Sisu are just playing very standard and not really doing anything out of the box.
Oh.
No, you miss your shots. It's a 2v1 and Yauditor will find the kill on Rise. Scurries away at 25 HP, and that's a free pick on the Ash.
I mean, I would say beautiful job there to Yonitor. He lost a lot of HP, but really just comes down to Rise was aiming at the torso, and Yonitor was aiming at the head, or at least maybe he just out-DPS'd him. Either way, I didn't actually see the kill feed when it happened. What I do know is that Rise missed a headshot on a really, really I don't know, what I would call a pretty easy one there on the top of the stairs. It happens, though.
Yeah, no matter what, it's definitely going to cost Giants right now, and as we've come to expect,
I mean,
Buck's going to do so much work now, just waiting in for the push.
That's the thing, is as we've come to expect, right? That's 3 rounds in a row now that Rise has not gotten the entry, but in fact been the starting frag for his opponent.
Finally, he scanned, but it's on the Echo, so will it help? If you can get a pick here, Hicks just can change the outcome of the round. He's trying to find an angle on the Echo, but Echo is long gone, and Shate might have relocated all the way back to double bar, and there's no pressure from the back, so this would be a safe bet for Sisu.
Upside down rappel here from Alfama. He's just looking for angles. He's trying to find a pick if he can get one, which is really tricky because it doesn't seem like Sisu are keen on giving anything away. They're playing very safe, having a man advantage. With only 40 seconds left, they know that if they wait it out, they'll win. This is rotated to main lobby. He could actually be that pick, but Corey doesn't commit to the angle and now comes back and gets downed by Jonas. He didn't full clear the angle. He saw someone as he came off of it and then repeaked, and Jonas knew, so the advantage goes to Jonas in that fight.
Unfortunate there. Oh, quick pick from Shate, as now the Echo is in fighting motion. Just to go for the second pick here, but Jonas already is at the top of the stairs. He snipes one upstairs and a Shate for another onto Alfama. And one last alive as Jonas taps Corey. This is a flawless third round from Sisu. They have been getting better every single round. And my God, Jonas and Shate are just tearing Giants apart.
See, it's them, definitely, but then it also feels like everyone else from Sisu are just solid.
Yeah.
Yonitor on the main lobby stairs, he got the entry that time. In the past 2 rounds, it was Jonas to get the leadoff kill onto Rise, but that's all in all. It's overall Sisu looking comfortable. Giants, 3 rounds in a row. Rise enters into the building as the entry. Clear cut. Doesn't get a single kill. Dies right off the bat.
Yeah.
That cannot be happening. It just can't.
Has there been a single kill for... I know we're going to check the scoreboard in just a moment.
I don't think so, because he's been the leadoff kill each round. And, yeah, no. Yeah.
And Shate and Jonas are definitely there. And we say that to highlight the fact that they have been getting the kills in their roles, especially with the Echo last round, who's someone that you don't really expect to get any frags until later in the round.
Yeah.
But it seems like Sisu are finding holes in Giants and communicating to one another. I know it's very simple to say, right? But this is not the Sisu that left us a couple months ago.
Well, literally and figuratively, right? Because you've got 2 new players on that roster, so they are literally a different team now. And Move hasn't gotten a kill yet either, much like some of the Giants players. But again, it's his first, as far as I know, his first Pro League match. So that give him time. Give him time. And then on the other hand, Yonitor has been really showing up. There you go. Rise gets the entry. Good reactions there onto Shate. And all right, this could be a completely different round. This could be right here where Giants comes back.
Busse trying to open up some bullet holes here. Definitely still in the metagame. The strategy.
I feel like that's probably going to be the metagame until they completely change how the caliber-based destruction works.
That's very true.
I don't know if they'll ever do that.
Maybe. Oh, one can dream. Some aces.
Serious damage being done there.
It's too close. Yonitor is sitting close here on his own. He's going to pull back. The instant he knows he can't get the frag, he just moves away. And Jonas is on his own. Where's the drone? It doesn't matter. Hicks still finds it. And Giants are finally hitting shots. That's, for the first time, 2 kills the early game for Giants' side. Have cleared out lounge here. They're going to make sure no cameras are present. And here's the camera down. Now control all over the map. It's for Giants Gaming.
So the strategy for Giants has not actually changed. What changed is how Sisu were playing. Shate got a little too aggressive, and Rise finally managed to win his heads-up fight. That's it. No one droned for Rise. He just won that fight. And then following that, the droning, the same as it's always been from Giants. This time, though, they have the manpower advantage, and they can slow themselves down. Hicks gets the entry by the main lobby. Now, it's a complete reverse of what we've been seeing throughout the first 3 rounds, thanks to some good fortunes. But Move gets his lead-off kill, and he will take down Hicks as he drops onto Aqua Balcony. He's being droned out, though. And he's going to use his smoke to try and cover his rotation in all likelihood.
Oh, he can't even retreat off the balcony and drop down. There's another player waiting for him. Sarai is over here. He's got extra player as well that might push in close to him. Yeah, there's Aces also that's going to hold off. Great fake here by Aces, maybe to force Movataho to commit and run out. But in the meantime, all this utility is being expended and is being lost by the smoke. It's not dropped off. At 42 seconds, Movataho's trying to delay as much as possible, and it'll trade off against Rise. The Ash lost in a 3v2.
Oh no! Boonsy gives himself away, just peeking a little too far, and that should be the round, but Yoniter's still alive, and he'll get his first in this round. Knows there's definitely one by Aqua, the second one unknown to him, but he needs only delay for 20 seconds, and he's got a good angle here. Here's some bullets spraying through. The cross comes out, smoke covering it. One by Blue Stairs, and that's going to be the final kill there. Giants get their first round off of the backs of Corey. Good job there to everyone from Giants. But it was definitely closer than it should have been, considering they got the 2 starting kills of the round.
Yeah, they got the 2-piece, and on the quote-unquote important players, the ones that have been putting up the most work on their team so far from Sisu. And Shate's early play, it was a gamble, right? He's been trying to push out of the windows, or at least take a peek out of the window every now and then. And as we see, many people are being banned. Cheaters, you are not welcome. Number 1. Number 2, if you're going to cheat, prepare for a lawsuit. Yeah, they're going to sue you into poverty.
I think that was something to do with the websites that were enabling DOSing and DDoSing. But yeah, no, it's good to see. It's good to see them actually, get punished.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I've noticed it's definitely a lot cleaner when playing ranked lately. Well, we're going into a billiards defense yet again here for Sisu. They're setting themselves up to hold on not only to billiards, but also to the... That's an interesting shield. So, okay, the shields, they were changed. Everyone is wondering what is Pro League going to use them for. And already, you've got a kind of an interesting one going on here by the vase area. And it looks like you can actually control the entry to B without exposing yourself to the skylight. So the reason why Mira was never used to try and hold on to B from the hallway is because you could shoot that Mira from the skylight. So yeah, you can put it there, but it's going to get destroyed really quickly. But with these shields, you can put them further back, so you don't have to risk them. So that's really cool. I like that positioning there from Sisu, and that's going to give them a lot of maneuverability when it comes to holding onto hookah.
We've been seeing bulletproof cameras kind of run out of style recently, though.
Bulletproof cameras? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're falling out. I mean, yeah, no.
With Mozzie, I think a lot of players have just been going for the Mozzie instead of going for a castle or something like that. It really depends on the map, of course.
Yeah, of course, it does, definitely, yeah.
But I guess in this case, it kind of...
I mean, it's always just the right tool for the job, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you could bring a bulletproof, a shield, a Mozzie, Valkyrie. I mean, you got options.
Especially with the new shield.
The new shield is definitely a really important information tool that I think a lot of people are going to have to start taking very seriously. And we're seeing it already being used to great effect in Pro League. And we've only just started.
It's only just begun, and here we are. Giants...
It was a drone. Yeah.
No, there you go. Finally. I'll be able to recover and set it back up.
It's a flank watching drone for the main lobby stairs. A nice one, too. You put it on the back of that vase. It's really hard to see when you're coming up the stairs. You can barely just make out the feet. But, yeah, that's a nice little spot for a Mozzie or a regular drone, depending on what team you're on. Habana Excaro's coming out here from Alfalma in VIP wall, and that's going to give a great angle onto the cocktail bar.
All right, it's going to destroy the Maestro camera at the end of the hallway. So far, Giants are pressuring.
But he missed the shield, though. He couldn't get both. I didn't see the Maestro, but he missed the shield, so that's going to be still a really powerful position for the Maestro to play.
There you go. The shield is still up. It was a bit of an extra... Oh, it was way too wide to hit.
Yeah.
Boots is going to take a bit of damage here, and Jonas is in control of the bottom floor, so that's something that can bite Giants later on, but Boonsy will be eliminated. So the Maestro lost thanks to the work of the Habana, and Alfama will drone and confirm the space is open, and you see double shield in play with the Echo running all the way back into Hookah. 42 seconds left, and there's 5 left for Giants, but they're pressuring. They still haven't dealt with Jonas downstairs, and that Torcel from Lamazi can just change the entire round. He's ready behind the blue bar.
Well, Sisu needs to really get their guns rolling here. Corey gets a free kill in a second as he repels on Hookah. That's bad information from Shate. Yonitor working his way back into this round. Rise is on low HP, but the plant is coming down from just he. Corey on the balcony doing his best to try and deny the rotation. It's just Jonas, though, as Yonitor goes down on his rotation. Rise still playing by the bomb, but still on low HP as well. Corey is probably going to be the first fight here for Jonas, and if he can beat Corey, he's got a chance, but it's not going to happen. Great crosshair placement there from Corey, and readiness for the rotation up the blue stairs. There you go, 2 rounds in a row for the Giants.
2 things to mention here. First, Jonas downstairs was uncleared. A fault maybe from Giants, but in the end, they just had the manpower to push onto the site. Now, Jonas got 1 kill. There's 1 clear, but his second nitro cell, the follow-up to his kill, missed the target. So the diffuser went down, and when he kept firing into where he thought the diffuser was, it was just a couple of inches too far. Had he gotten that, maybe things would have been different, but his positioning uncontested the whole round might be something for Giants to look into for later, but Corey got the freebies. 2 players, you pick into hookah window, you get 2 kills, 2 important ones, especially near the end of the round with the smoke. The G8, you're going to be able to hold on to any angle for a considerable amount of time with a 50-round drum. It was all very well played for Giants to find these holes and exploit them. That's more of the Giants that we're used to, but this is round number 6. Giants are hoping for at best a tie at the end of it for this first half of the map.
A tie, a draw down the middle in the first split is perfectly fine for Sisu. This is a well-balanced map, so it's not really going to favor anyone, of course. But if Sisu can end this at a 4-2, then obviously that's a much more comfortable place to be. You only need,
10 seconds to insertion.
what, a few more rounds after that to win? Is that how math works? I think it is. So
math on stream is always a great thing.
So it's definitely overall a much closer match than I think most people would have predicted. Well, did predict. Most of you, 75% of you, thought that the Giants were going to take this, and they definitely could. That could absolutely happen. But I don't think many of us were envisioning Sisu really putting up this much of a fight. Even the rounds that Giants are winning, they're pretty close, and you got to give props to Sisu for that.
So Giants assault this. Jonas again in the same position here in Aqua. Not droned out just yet. I'm not sure where he has his pests. I wish you could see all of them. Movataho peeks out on the Legion very quickly, and the run-up from Jonas. He finds a free kill, then drops back in with the support of the Legion. Man, Movataho peeks out. Everybody's focused on him, and then Jonas goes in. The 1-2 punch. It works so well. And again, Rise, the first man to be lost. Ace is trying to run here with the breaching charge, but...
So every single round that we've seen Rise be the first pick, Giants have lost. So if that trend is to continue, then we're looking at a 4-2 down the first half. And that's a really, again, that's a great spot for Sisu to be. So I'm sure they know that. I'm sure that what they're going to be doing in this round is probably just starting to play a little bit safer, trying to lock it out. Like, okay, we have the advantage, let's keep it. But they have to be wary of the soft destruction that's going to come from above on a site like Double Bar.
Yeah, and that's the question. Do you spread out and try to clear as much as possible before committing to the site? Or do you just commit to it ASAP? Well, Giants are at least going to find one on Jonas, and that's Hicks putting in the work. We finally lose the Mozzie. There's still Yonitor downstairs. He has been droned out. Boonsey is sitting tight in kitchen, and Hicks will find another on a Shate. That's the opening the Giants have been looking for. There's 3 downstairs for Sisu, but a bit too far away from the bar. Yonitor finding aces and goes back into the kitchen. His Corey's on low HP. You got to be really careful here. And Giants actually go for the plant. Is there anything watching? There's Hicks covering from above, and the pre-cooked or the no-cooked grenade here. At least delay Sisu for a moment as the diffuser was set, but lost. Bialfama. Corey will find the kill on Movetaho, and it leaves 2v2 with Hicks and Corey alive. Corey finding one on Sisu and the second on Yonitor. Corey is on fire. And here we are, Giants, even with their lost Ash, they're able to make the game even again at the scoreboard. Beautiful positioning here and relocation from Corey, and we sit at a clear 3-3 at the first half, and now we switch sides.
Okay, well, as close as many would have hoped for, but again, few expected. Giants making their rally back there in the second half of that first. Now, here we go. Blue bar, sunrise bar, double bar coming out from Giants to begin their defensive half. And they're not going to bring, so far, an Echo or a Maestro. That's interesting. Probably going to be a 6-pick, but I wouldn't have expected it to be the Mozzie. Wow, okay. Losing the Mozzie for the Echo. Both great operators, tier 1 for sure. But
it's Blue Sunrise, so that's one of the sites where you kind of can think, it makes sense to kind of play this sort of thing with the Echo, right?
The Echo is definitely, on this site, very powerful. I mean, he's powerful on any side, really, but yes, on this side especially. I'm just surprised that they decided to do away with the Mozzie for him, but hey, it's done. And that means that the droning for Sisu will be that much easier. IQ on the side of Sisu as well, so they shouldn't have too much problem with the Yokai drones. We'll see. That changes moving forward. Now, the setup by the double bar is pretty simple. You're going to try and delay top floor for as long as you can. If you decide not to delay top floor, it's because you're roaming a lot on the east. And if you're roaming on the east, you're playing retake for top floor, which is fine. But the general thing that's going on here, I'm sure the theme kind of read this, is top floor is really important. And the reason it's really important is because of that vertical pressure. It's the same thing that Hicks used to get to that pick in the site that opened up the default plant for the Habana in the last round. And it's something that is going to be of utmost importance for Giants in this round.
Yeah, I'm questioning here the style of push, and I really wonder if Sisu have more utility in their hands. Doesn't matter, they're going to lose 2 players, but Bunsi and Yonater can go for refrags as well. They use up here the Thatcher, the Ash, and Zofia on low HP for the Legion and the Jaeger. It's a fairly equal trade if you look at it utility-wise. And right now, Giants are kind of on the back foot. They have to stay back. Sisu had to waste so many units of utility just to pressure from the outside and collect those kills. There's drone locking into Hicks, and Yunus just runs right into him. 1 player lost, at least down for a moment. And Yonater is low on HP, being watched here from above. Hicks, throw out the smoke. Finish it here. Goes through the wall. Bunsi's low on HP. And he's going to be able to survive for at least an extra moment with shotgun holes being opened up. Sisu definitely on the back foot, and this is 1 minute and 38 left.
Hicks almost got that kill onto Bunsi. He did 1 tick of smoke damage, but Bunsi narrowly got away. That's going to keep Sisu in this round, but only just as both of these Sisu players, as you said, low HP. The one boon that they have are drones and time, and that's a great combination. So, we'll see if that's enough for them to bring this back. Yonater set up there on the pink window. Alfalma getting the flashes. Hicks will take down Yonater, and there's the final kill. Alfalma takes out Bunsi, and here we go. For the first time in this match, Giants have a lead, up 4-3.
And usually this is where the game starts to spiral out of control for Sisu.
Yeah, it might be the case. I mean, they're a very emotional team. And they have been in the past. Maybe with these new players, it's totally different. But if you look far enough back, you know, if they start to lose hard enough, then it's hard for them to bring it back. That's for sure.
Usually the more Finns you have on the team, the less there's the chance of emotions running amok in the squad. So GiFu was the problem.
What?
It's Belgian. It explains it all.
Yeah.
Look at Vitality, right?
Did he speak Finnish, or was that an English-speaking team at the time?
English-speaking team.
It was an English-speaking team at the time.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in Finland speaks English, that's for sure, but it's different than, you know, like actually communicating as a team and on point.
These are all Finns again, then it's likely that they're all speaking Finnish yet again. So that is a different kind of dynamic for Sisu, and that kind of that could actually really make the difference. I mean, as much as Finnish is an interesting language.
I think interesting is definitely the word that you can use.
Yeah.
I have no idea. And I'm someone that prides himself on understanding a few languages here and there, but my God.
GIFU, Sisu.
I don't think you can say that on stream. It's a family show.
So Giants now with the lead. And they're looking to get aggressive here, as you can see. They're throwing Valkyrie cams out. They're going for this. Look at this nasty peek outside. Hicks could really do some work with this, yeah. And they're trying to, what's going on here is they're trying to press their lead. They see that they have the advantage. They're trying to really hammer it home. They don't want to leave anything to risk. And if it works against them, if it ends up they get punished, then that's fine for them because they still have their own advantage. And it looks like, yeah, that's going to be the case. Right off the bat, 2 for Sisu. That's a really good start.
Yeah, they barely take any damage here between Jonas and Shate. And Corey's trying to engage using the Commando 9 here, so a bit more ammo compared to the P10 Roni extended barrel. That has kind of been the metagame, I guess, for Mozzie players here in Pro League. Tight angles, but you can't really see what's on the other side of it. Each one is leaning to the other side.
You know, it's funny because they could actually do damage to each other if they were just to shoot. I'm pretty sure, like, because you could still shoot through
those. It goes through the wood.
Yeah, it goes through the wood. So they had choices there. Neither of them went for the pre-fire, though. Well, right now, it's Giants who need to take the risks. It's Giants who needs to hold on to security. Corey's being flanked right now, whether he knows it or not. It doesn't seem like he does. He'll go for a peek, see the rappel, but lose the fight to move. And it's getting even worse as the pulse in sight goes down. It's just aces, and he's going to have to do just that in order to win. At least I think he should, as I actually didn't see who killed Shete. Did you?
No clue.
Okay, well, we'll find out as this moves on. It's going to be a spray through the wall here as he sees the foot of one of his enemies. He'll go down and not actually drop his opponent. There's one in main lobby with him. Pistol out, and he will do some damage, but nothing more to Yonitor. Reload there on the Deagle. He can't take the time to reload his MPX because he doesn't have control of his very room. Rotated into security is Yonitor. He goes down. Nice kill there from Aces. That's his first, so it's going to have to be a 4K. It's not him to get the first one from his team. There's a C4. Bad timing. That's as bad as it gets. He could have gotten a second quite easily. But it's not going to happen. There it is. Move goes down. And he only needs to hit one shot on both of these last 2 opponents. The MPX might be a little bit different for Habana. We'll find out as he goes for the retake. He doesn't have a lot of time here. He really needs to get onto that diffuser. And it's in a really bad spot for this to be in his favor. He'll going to try and stick it, but he doesn't have a choice. A nice try there from Aces. Jonas gets the final kill. And there you go, Sisu 4-4. That was so close, man.
That was. At that point, you're kind of rooting for Aces to save it.
But I mean, it would have been possible if the defuse plan had been in something in a place less sensible.
But Sisu played it well.
Yeah.
They realized, okay, we have the advantage. Let's push it. They're out of kitchen. They're out of the site. We'll go. We'll place it right on window. It is the most classic position to play, and you can hold it from so many angles. You can hold it from top floor. You can hold it from the outside directly by the window. You can have 17 different layers of things between you and the defender that comes up. There's just no way you're going to survive.
It was definitely a kind of a... Okay, so what happened there was really simple. I was going to try really simply, and then I should just make it really simple. Anyway, what happened there was really simple. Basically, we saw Giants trying to hold on to Sunrise Bar. That was how they were trying to avoid anyone pushing into the site. Because there was in the site a Pulse looking up, trying to do his best to get a C4 from below, gain a man advantage. Yeah, that's what Giants planned on. But when the Sunrise Bar defense died so quickly, the Pulse didn't have time to react. He was still playing sight, and he got picked off. Then suddenly it's a 5 versus 2. You've got a guy roaming by security and somebody roaming upstairs. And yeah, there's little to no chance that Giants is going to be able to come back in that round. And you're right, Sisu played it correctly. They decided, yeah, they saw, okay, sight is clear after he got that pulse. Let's just push it, plant, and play off the post plant. That's exactly what they did. There's nothing else really to say about that. Good on the fly decision making from Sisu.
Yeah. Big question here for Giants as well is, are you going to win this or are you going to tie? You need to win this. Even if you're close to the top with only 1 point separating you and Empire,
yeah,
there's Vitality and Na'Vi right behind you. So the instant you slip up, you might lose that second spot to go to Japan. Nobody wants to do that at this point. Everybody's been planning their entire vacation and having some great okonomiyaki in Tokoname, but it might not happen.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna be spending a few extra days in Japan.
All of us will. So
yeah.
At some point in time, if you live in Nagoya or in Tokyo, you're gonna see Pro League people running all around it after the event. That said, Rise trying to hold on to that dream here, playing on the Legion. Will actually get aggressive, potentially play against Jonas, who finds the kill against Aces. Quick peek, but oh, Corey, what a shot! From downtown to P10 Roni extended barrel. That's the metagame. Rise is going to try to lay things a bit more with the window bash, but things stabilize for a moment with 1 lost each.
That kill from Corey was huge, not only because he keeps the man advantage nice and level, but also because he delayed for a long time. And yes, he's going to die to Yonitor, but Corey did his job in Projector just now, and you got to be impressed by it. Giants, though, will lose another one. Now, that is the difference maker here from Shate as well, so it's an answer back. Beautiful job there to Sisu. And now the last one on defense on Giants is Hicks. He's going to get 1. Easy kill there on Shate, taking out a Legion Trap. He knew that was clear thanks to his yokai, so he could rotate all the way up the stairs, and now he's somewhere that his opponents don't expect, but they see him on drone. That might cause him to get punished here by the player upstairs, and that's Yonitor. But no, he's not even looking, and he reacts and hits it! What? Hicks, how do you mess that up? And Yonitor, an impressive reaction. Let's see it. There it is. Confusing.
Yes.
Is the word I'm going to use.
See, this is why we tell everybody, look, it's okay if you think you're not the best player in the world.
It's true. I know, yes. Because you can do it.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, and you can achieve great heights.
Thank you, Bob Ross. We'll be coming back to our show after this painting break.
Yeah, I don't...
Can you fluff your hair like a Bob Ross afro?
I think I don't know that I could rock that style. Personally, I think I'd look a little bit ridiculous probably, but I've never tried, so I wouldn't know.
It's always the first time.
Yeah, there is a first time for everything, but I'm going to go ahead and not.
Safe bet. Very safe bet. The category for today is not trying that.
Yeah. Now, okay. We are so close to match point here for Sisu, but Giants have been playing decently, just not on kitchen. Don't know if you guys noticed, but we just saw 2 kitchens in a row from Giants both times. Really did not work for them. Sisu has kitchen's number, which means that Giants' second most comfortable bomb site is not playable to them. So they're going to go to billiards here. They could have gone to the double bar, but they'll just decide to go to billiards, trying to mix things up. You'll get it. Just keep trying. Oh. Nope.
Put it somewhere else. There we go. This is a great angle, by the way, for people that have not... Oh!
He's dead.
Correction, not such a great angle.
So his indecision at the beginning of the round has cost him his life, but Corey's going to get the refrag there onto Jonas. And so at least there's that. Corey really trying to keep his team alive in this, down by the Sunrise Bar.
He's really going to need it at this point. Giants need every point possible. Sisu might be securing their point, at least the minimum here in this game, if they win this round, which means they double their overall points so far in Pro League.
And if they get a win here, then they'll tie up with Penta, which is a really, much better place to be.
Oh,
that's
no.
a bad entry there from Move, and Yonitor as well as 2 for Rise. Easy hold of Aqua.
What 2 kills and diffuser being held off of that sort of start. Sisu, come on, man. You don't get that cocky. Trone. It's the same thing we saw with Giants now, just happening again with Sisu. And they're going to have to somehow claw it back with Shate waiting outside, expending whatever he's got.
Every player in attack has 2 drones. You've got the time. We're hitting the half-round mark now. So yeah, drone. Gather information. There's not even a Mozzie. You have no excuse. There's mute, yeah, but that's... Jump over the mute jammer, man. All right, well... Rise inside of Aqua Bar. Gonna get flash, but he'll go for a rush and get his 3rd. And Corey, the final kill. So 2 for Corey, 3 for Rise. Giants secure their billiards defense. And we're tied up again.
All right.
I mean, it was the same thing. You hit the nail on the head there. Same thing we were saying on when Giants were on attack. Sisu didn't drone. They could have droned, and then Rise wouldn't have been able to get those easy kills.
And I think this can only be summarized in one way, and I would like to applaud one of my favorite casters ever, Mr. Artosis, Dan Stemkowski. It's saying, when you're ahead, get even more ahead.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Which means when you get that early pick, don't get cocky and get too aggressive. Make sure that you still play as the game is going on normally, because you'll just win easier, and it will overall frustrate your opponents even more, which is a win-win for you at the end. And a win-win-win because you get to win the whole round, you add an extra point, and make sure that you're on map point. Double up all the points you got. Sisu, come on.
Getting a little ahead of themselves, that's for sure. They're going to the double bar now. Now, this should be a round for Giants. Last time we were on double bar, Giants looked pretty comfortable here. And it was a rough one for Sisu, so we'll see. We're not done yet.
Nope.
But we're pretty close here. No matter who wins this, we are going to match point. Just depends on which team's going to put us there.
It all comes down to possibly this round. Giants, they can secure themselves at least a point in this game, then it'll keep them a bit further away from Vitality and Na'Vi.
They'll be unreachable.
Yeah.
They'll be unreachable because Vitality has 13 points. The most Vitality can get today is 3, so that'll put them at 16. Giants currently at 16. So if Giants win this round, then no one's going to take second place away from them, but they really want to win here.
Yeah, and I will update and add more to that. Giants have beaten Vitality 7-2 on June 24th, which means so far they hold the upper echelon in their 1v1.
They also beat Sisu 7-3 on June 21st, so it's surprising that this is going to fight 5.
Yeah. I mean, we're just asking the questions, but obviously, as you mentioned earlier, this is literally a completely different Sisu.
It is, yeah. Two different players, and they are playing like a different team. Not much else. I mean, they are straight up nothing like the Sisu we were seeing in the first half.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great because
it's great. I mean,
that Sisu was really playing poorly.
Well, let's see how they go through this one. Ashate is opening up as much of the top floor as humanly possible. And you see, there's so much pressure being put from the top floor, as we were mentioning before, that it pushes the players to smoke specifically off of the bar. Bit of damage done to Corey here, thanks to Boonsi's Habana, but Giants are going to pull back, and you see a bit of an equilibrium here for HP. We hit the halfway mark. Everybody's droning, using their utility. Both teams are very vigilant this time around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is one of the most important rounds in the entire match, and the pressure is high for everybody here, so yeah, they're slowing down. They're thinking about their steps a lot more. Sisu has made it into exit. Yokai drone, they're going to give information to Rise, and Rise is going to get the first kill of the round thanks to Alfalma's call. Giants, with that lead, should be able to soundly end this, put themselves on match point. Rise, though, position known by the blue bar, potentially could be exposed to this window if peeked correctly. He's getting a little aggressive there onto the hole made by his opponents. Hicks is going to get another for Giants. Jonas doesn't clear the angle fully, so he doesn't get the free kill onto the Legion. Sisu not able to get their edge in this round.
Yonitor peeks in, finds one. No! Ah, there we go. Finally, it's Hicks to be hit. Rise taking out Boonsi, but very quick onto the Zofia. It's Aces to take him out, and Giants secure the 11th round with Rise playing his position very, very avidly there in the blue. Very avidly played, and on top of that, running the long angle, the soft wall that they have, or the half-reinforced wall, basically, going in from the atrium into the yellow bar. Fantastically done. It really forces the attackers to be so exposed that their setup is always compromised, and the Legion just strikes at the right moment because you have the Echo giving information with the Yokai. All well done. The Thatcher EMP came out at close to the right moment, but it was just well played from the Echo to just run it away right before the hit came in.
So Kitchen. All right. Now, this has so far been a really bad sight for Giants, but they have to go here. Their only other option right now, since they just won Billiards and Double Bar, is Penthouse. And Penthouse is by far and away considered to be the worst site on this map. So, what are you going to do? Especially with Miraband, by the way. Well, I mean, they're just going to have to play it better. Giants are just going to have to play this site better. It's definitely possible. They've been looking much more alive these last 2 rounds. But Sisu's attacks on bar have been, on kitchen have been pretty solid. So could see a draw. Or I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. But I will say one thing: I don't think many people expected this to go 6-6.
No.
Or even 7-5. We have to use every single round here. And we only had, like, what was it, 6% people? 6% of people thought that this would be a draw. We'll see if the 6% is right, or if it's going to be the 75% who were suggesting that Giants would win this.
No matter what, Giants definitely had a rough game due to their own mistakes around the attack, and then Sisu kind of were able to claw a couple of rounds on their attacking side as well. The rook comes out from Corey. He's down to really low on HP here, as he wasn't really able to go for those early strikes, I guess, the alpha strikes early on onto his opponents off the spawn. And Sisu are slowly going to make their way in. Yokai drone has not been detected. And the Ella at long range, this is not pre-invitational 2018 Ella. This is definitely one that is not going to shine too much at those long distances. A bit more damage done to aces as things kind of stabilize. But we're at 2 minutes. Sisu have complete top floor control. And your only saving grace here as Giants Gaming is that no one was lost. And Nitro Cell comes out, hits Jonas, takes out one of the most important operators here, especially since Alfama is bringing the Echo. That's the IQ.
Echo now uncontested. Pulse now uncontested. Jonas, an excellent player who has been showing up for Sisu, gone. So this is looking like a win for Giants, even though they've lost a lot of HP on their other players. Shate fakes out a drone, going for the push. Rise ready for it. The marks come out from the Yokai drone, and it's going to be a favor for the defenders, but they haven't got the kill yet. The down is in, and there it is. Rise all but securing the round and the match as he eliminates Shate. A very important kill. And that, again, thanks to the lack of an IQ. The Yokai drone directly above that Ashe. The Legion trap right in front of that Ashe. He couldn't contest that. There's no way he wins that.
Which is why we have to applaud Alfama's plays so far on the Echo in being so supportive of his teammates and allowing them to win those gunfights. Even when they have their positional advantage, you don't want to risk it. And having an Echo that's always above you in support is huge. And Corey finds Boonsy, leaving only 2 alive. The newcomers to the team, the Zofia and the Thatcher. Movataho is going to jump on down, and Hicks will have some info on them at some point in time. I guess he might just use his cardiac sensor. Movataho will find Corey. And more damage done to the Echo in the back as Alfama is at half HP, but he's got the shield, he's got a reinforcement in front of him. He'll get stunned and killed instantly. A 3v2 now on the site. The Yellow will have to rotate, and Rise is right behind the shield. He's waiting for information. He did not hear the click down as the stun from the Zofia was perfectly timed, and that's the Zofia to go down. One player in the back. Movataho low HP, and there's the kill. Hicks might be blind, but he still finds the shot. That's Giants taking the victory 7-5. My God, Michael, that was way too close for comfort. And even with the changes that Sisu have undergone and their excellent plays, this game specifically, it was still not enough to beat the Giants and get a point on the board. That's 3 that the Giants run away with.
But oh so close there from Sisu. That was a nice try from the new players at the end of the round. Move. I almost thought he was going to get the ace there and the clutch off of the plant. Nice try again. But look at Giants. Wow. An overall contribution. 3 players with 12 kills. That's Rise, Hicks, and Corey. What a job done by them.
Yeah, Alfama showing up when it comes to the support play on the Echo, that's for sure.
That too.
Which led to those kills being collected. So it's definitely not a one-man show. It's the whole team working together, which is always great. Which is why we're so proud of Sisu's improvement in this. But still, this kind of reminds me of Obey Alliance back in the day. You can get close games, but you can never win or even tie. It's not going to be pretty near the end of the season. We're getting close to that. And on top of it, there's at least no auto-relegation spot. So it's something that can save you. Michael, unfortunately, I have to cut you off for a moment. We have Capel on the interview. Let's have a chat. Bonsoir, Laurent. How are you doing this evening?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good, and happy to be back on Pro League in general, and EU specifically. Now, Giants, every now and then you kind of struggle on LAN, sure, but here for the first time we saw a bit of struggle on line play. What happened early on in the game when you were on the attacking side with the lack of drones? It seems like it was kind of forgotten for a while.
So the thing is, like, we actually had drones. They were just like not active droning. We had pre-placed drone that we put during prep phase. So the issue wasn't really about having the information, because we had information on like every single one of them pretty much. The big issue was that. Wait, sorry.
It's okay. Oh, it's a cat! No, bring it back. Bring it back. What did you call her?
She's called Nyx.
Oh, so cute.
So yeah, our issue was most in our entry duels, rather than on actually having information on them, as well as our refrag rates on the defenders. That was like a big struggle, and when we actually played a lot closer to each other, our attacks went a lot smoother than the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, you saw it when the Ashe was kind of on her own in the early on in the round. When you get picked off, you kind of go down after it, and when you huddled everybody together and actually assaulted from one location, it worked out fine. On your defense, Alphama definitely was showing up on the Echo with everybody else fragging. How important of a role does Alphama play specifically on that Echo to kind of make the whole formula function for Giants?
Well, he, like in defense, he's literally giving half of the information for the roamers, as well as the less information when people are pushing. His role, like, he's a really, really, really good anchor player. He plays his drones pretty smart. So he's definitely a big help to close the rounds and to help our roamers be a force instead of just like kind of like lying around and waiting for people to push them.
Anything different that you notice when playing now against Sisu compared to the old lineup that we saw a couple of months back? Maybe from scrims or from this game specifically?
So we haven't scrimmed them much because obviously like our first game, so we avoided to scrim each other as much as possible. I think they did really, really well. I also think they prepared us quite a lot. That's how it seemed, at least. But I think they can, like, the last step they need to improve on to be a really good team would be their execution, like the last minute or so of the round, because that's where they really, really struggle.
Fair enough. Maybe they'll be looking into that later on, as they really got you close to the end there, and fortunately for Giants, they're able to take it a 7-5 victory. Capel, at the end of the day, anything you would like to say to the Giants fans that supported you throughout this past turbulent year, I guess, for your roster?
Well, I want to thank everyone who supported us. As always, like, we couldn't really do it without you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support, and see you on Friday.
Thanks so much. We'll see you on Friday, Capel. Bonne nuit.
Yep. Bye-bye.